What's up, guys? WWE Fan Taksha here. Today I'm doing my 2019 Survivor Series / War Games predictions, but I'm putting a quick disclaimer out there right now that this video is not made for kids. The reasoning for that is because in the past, kids have accidentally sent money and all that. The only way you can send money is if you're an adult. I'm fine if you're an adult and you do that, but if you're a kid, no. So therefore, this live stream is not made for kids. So sorry about that. This is not made for kids. But just putting that disclaimer out there right now. I hate to do it, but that's just the way it needs to be. But we're going to start off with the predictions. We're going to start off with the NXT War Games predictions. I don't usually do NXT predictions unless it's like a crucial event, like a big, awesome event, and I think it's crucial to do predictions for it. So since it's Survivor Series weekend, I am going to do both. So, yeah, so we're going to start off with the NXT War Games predictions. I was going to do the NXT War Games predictions last because I know most of you probably don't watch a lot of NXT. You probably more so watch WWE, so I was going to do that first, but that doesn't really work since NXT is the day before Survivor Series. But if you guys haven't already, make sure to go tune in to my Survivor Series 2018 vlog. I did go last year to Survivor Series. It was freaking awesome. I'm not going this year because it is in Chicago. So yeah, guys, again, putting out before I get into this, like another disclaimer, like this video is not made for kids, just due to the money situation and all that, so. Hi, kitty. Alright, so, yeah, we're going to get into my NXT War Games predictions. I do not have a lot of NXT titles, therefore I'm going to be holding up the current NXT Championship, the current NXT Champion being Adam Cole. I don't know if this frame is too, here, I'm going to adjust this so you guys can see me a little bit better. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright. There we go. Now that's a lot better. So, it's kind of odd I'm wearing a Young Bucks shirt, but who cares? Anyways, getting into the NXT War Games predictions, this is one of the matches I'm excited a lot about. I mean, I think it's going to be a really good match. It's the triple threat match. Winner faces NXT Champion Adam Cole at Survivor Series. First ever time the NXT title is being defended at Survivor Series, so I think that's huge. So, the participants in this match are Damian Priest, Killian Dane, and Pete Dunne. Now, I think all of these guys have a huge chance of being in this NXT title match. I don't necessarily think that Adam Cole's going to lose the title at Survivor Series to one of these guys. So, I mean, I in my brain, I would think Pete Dunne would win it, but because I don't think they would have, like, those two top guys go against each other and have Pete Dunne lose, I don't really know. I think they should keep Pete Dunne strong. I think Pete Dunne should win this match, and if he did win this match, I think he could win the NXT Championship, but I don't think that's going to happen for a little while because I think they're still, like, even though he's the longest reigning UK champion, I think they're going to build him up higher on the, like, main NXT brand itself. So, I am going to say Damian Priest. I'm going to say Damian Priest goes on to fight Adam Cole at Survivor Series. I think this would give him a huge spotlight. I think both Killian Dane and Pete Dunne have had a lot of spotlight. They both made appearances on the main roster. So I think Damian Priest is going to pick up the win here, probably pinning Pete Dunne or Killian Dane. I don't know which one. Maybe Pete Dunne hits a move on Killian Dane and Damian Priest throws him out and pins him. I'm not sure. But yeah, my prediction for that one is Damian Priest to go on to fight Adam Cole for the NXT Championship and lose at Survivor Series. So, I mean, I don't know if that's like a spoiler for later in Survivor Series, but whatever. Next up, we have Matt Riddle versus Finn Balor, and I believe this was a replacement match since Johnny Gargano has neck surgery. I don't know if, I think that's just part of the storyline. I don't think he's actually getting neck surgery. I think it's due to Finn Balor's whole DDT situation. I'm not sure if that's it, but I heard a lot of people saying that he could be the participant in the War Games match, but I don't think that's going to happen if he just had neck surgery, guys. Like, come on. But yeah, Finn Balor versus Matt Riddle. I think it was originally supposed to be Finn Balor versus Gargano. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. So Matt Riddle versus Finn Balor. I know Finn Balor is going to win this match. I think that it would be kind of smart maybe if Gargano makes an entrance or something with like his neck like being strapped up or something. His music hits, Balor gets distracted. Maybe a roll up from Matt Riddle to make him look strong and not lose and all that stuff. Because I think Matt Riddle eventually has to win a championship in NXT. But at the same time, you don't want to make Finn Balor look weak if he's doing his first match on NXT in a long time. So I'm going to go with Finn Balor here to pick up the win. I think that's most likely what's going to happen. He's probably going to not use the coup de grace. I think he's kind of transitioning away from that. Could be wrong, but I think he's going to be transitioning away from that and just hitting that freaking DDT thing that he used to hit in Japan. But yeah, that's my prediction. Finn Balor to beat Matt Riddle and then eventually go on maybe to fight for a championship. Maybe wins the NXT title. Maybe wins the NXT North American title. And then eventually that goes into play with Johnny Gargano or something like that. I think that would be very interesting. I do think while Finn Balor is in NXT, he should win the NXT championship or a title. But yeah, Finn Balor for the win. Then we're moving on to the first ever women's War Games match, which I'm surprisingly not really looking forward to just because of the women's wrestlers that are in this match. I don't really know a lot of the NXT women's wrestlers. I do think it's a pretty stacked lineup just from seeing these wrestlers. I know that a lot of people like the women in NXT. I know people like Rhea Ripley and I know Shayna Baszler. I know Io Shirai. I know Bianca Belair. But there's not really anything that stands out too much in this match. I don't know. I really like Shayna Baszler. I don't really care for Rhea. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Rhea Ripley, something like that. I don't really care for her too much like a lot of people do. But I think I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley's team to win, not because I want them to, just because of the babyface team, and I think that it makes the most sense based off of what's been going on in past events and stuff with both of these teams lately. I think it makes the most sense if Rhea Ripley's team wins. It could go Team Baszler, and it could lead into Rhea Ripley versus Shayna Baszler, and Rhea Ripley being the woman to beat Shayna Baszler, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% into this match. Leave it in the comments if you're excited for this match. I don't know. It usually is usually the matches I'm not looking forward to, the ones that are super amazing to me when I actually see them. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley's team to win the first ever women's War Games match. There is one thing that I do want to change when it comes to the rules of NXT War Games. I know that there's always the same rules and stuff, but I think it would be awesome if it was elimination or something. But anyways, moving on to the men's War Games match, we have Tommaso Ciampa versus Keith Lee versus what am I talking about? It's Tommaso Ciampa's team, which is Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominik Dijakovic, and a mystery partner versus the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and the Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Kitty, no. No, that's bad. My cat's trying to play with strings and stuff, so whatever. Anyways, but yeah, my prediction for this match, I don't know. First I want to predict who the mystery partner could be, which a lot of people are saying it's going to be Johnny Gargano, but I don't think that's possible. So I'm going to say it's either somebody from the main roster going to NXT, like EC3 or something, or it's going to be someone like Velveteen Dream. I think I'm going to go with Velveteen Dream just because it makes the most sense, and he just lost the NXT North American title to Roderick Strong. So I think he's going to make his big return, and he's going to help Tommaso Ciampa's team win. I don't think that... Kitty, no. I don't think any heel team is going to win tonight. I think it's all going to be babyface teams that are going to be... Not tonight. Tomorrow night. I don't think any babyface team is going to lose. So I think that, yeah, Tommaso Ciampa's team's going to win, and I think the mystery partner will be Velveteen Dream. So this was pretty boring. This match card is pretty boring, and I'm being distracted a lot by my cat. So now we're moving on to the stuff that's actually interesting, in my opinion. Enough of that NXT stuff. We are moving on to the Survivor Series predictions. This is what all of you probably clicked on the video for, so we're going to move on to it. So, starting off with the NXT Championship match, it will be Adam Cole versus winner of NXT TakeOver War Games triple threat between Pete Dunne, Damian Priest, and Killian Dane. Again, I said it was going to be Damian Priest versus Adam Cole, and I think the winner will be Adam Cole in the end, just because I think that the Undisputed Era will lose the night before, and this will be Adam Cole's redemption or something like that. So, yeah. Then moving on, we have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Roderick Strong. AJ Styles, of course, being Team Raw, the United States Champion. Shinsuke Nakamura being SmackDown, the Intercontinental Champion. And Roderick Strong being NXT, the NXT North American Champion. I think they should just call it the North American Championship. I don't think, because what are you going to call it? The WWE United States Championship, or are you going to call it the United States Championship? I think they should just call them just their, their name. So I think that would be pretty cool. But who do I think is going to win this match? I think that there's going to be a lot of, unexpected stuff happening this night. I'm not sure how NXT is going to do against Raw and SmackDown. I think that's going to be something very interesting, and that's what's making this pay-per-view super interesting, is that you're throwing NXT into the mix, and you're going to see how they're going to do. That's always something I wanted to see. And I heard that NXT's ratings were higher than AEW on Wednesday, which is surprising because AEW's been beating NXT's has been beating AEW's rating. AEW's ratings have been beating NXT's ratings. So first off, we gotta get a huge shout out to Ricky Rivas. Huge shout out to Ricky Rivas. Make sure to go subscribe to Ricky Rivas' channel. Huge shout out. But yeah, well, I don't even know what the heck else. I just went on a mix. But yeah, I'm excited to see how NXT does against these SmackDown and Raw and all that. So that's going to be very interesting. But yeah, who do I think is going to win this match? Roderick Strong, Shinsuke Nakamura, or AJ Styles? I think that AJ Styles should win this. I mean, I think it would be really cool to see Roderick Strong win, but I think that the United States Championship is doing very well lately, and I think that a loss, it's kind of gonna devalue the title again. That's one of the titles I've been enjoying the most on the main roster is the U.S. title. I just think it looks prestigious because it's on AJ Styles, and it's been treated prestigious, and AJ holds it up like it's prestigious, like it's an actual prize, like it hasn't been lately, or before AJ Styles held it. So, I think that AJ Styles should win here. I think he is going to win here. Even though my favorite championship in this match is the Intercontinental title, I think that is the all-time prestigious out of all these titles right here. I do think it would be very cool if the NXT North American title got the win, because then that would make it very prestigious for the mid-card titles. That would be very interesting if that happened. Sorry about all the cat stuff going on. He wants attention. But yeah, I think AJ Styles should win here. I think the U.S. title should be, pushed up to a different pedestal. I don't know. But either, any of these guys in this match, I'll be happy winning, to be honest. I'll be happy if Roderick wins. I'll be happy if Shinsuke wins. I'll be happy if AJ wins. But who do I think is going to win? AJ Styles, and the U.S. title being considered the best mid-card championship. So yeah, that was my prediction. Sorry I'm not having all the titles. I usually do that with my edited live stream, or with my edited predictions. But because this is live stream, I'm not going to be getting up and getting different titles and doing all that. So I just decided to have the WWE Championship with the Brock Lesnar side plates. So yeah, 1 point goes to Raw for AJ Styles. Then we have the women's 5-on-5-on-5. This is very interesting. Elimination match. So we have Team Raw, which is Charlotte Flair, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Natalya, and Sarah Logan, versus Team SmackDown, which is Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross. And then the NXT team is to be announced. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think that it's been announced who's going to be on the NXT teams at all for this whole pay-per-view. I don't even know who's going to be on these teams. So that's very interesting. But, I mean, I don't really think that either Raw or SmackDown have a good lineup. I think Charlotte Flair, I like Charlotte Flair. I think she's a good leader. I think Asuka and Kairi Sane's pretty good. Natalya is good. And then Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan's okay. I mean, I don't think she's the greatest. So that's an okay lineup. And then Sasha Banks, she's the leader. Carmella, Dana Brooke, she's pretty good, but not the biggest. Does anybody really, really care about Dana Brooke. Lacey Evans, she's fought for the Raw Women's title like plenty of times. And then Nikki Cross, everybody likes Nikki Cross. To be honest, the way I look at this, I actually kind of enjoy the SmackDown side of things better. So I'm gonna go with Team SmackDown to win right here. I'm gonna go with Team SmackDown to beat Team NXT and Team Raw. That's just how I kind of feel it's gonna go down. But yeah, Team SmackDown, which is Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross to beat NXT and Raw. So that means 1 point for Raw, 1 point for SmackDown. Or 1 point for Raw, 1 point for SmackDown. So, yeah. And then we have the men's... Actually, no, I'm not going to go to that one yet. Why would I go to that one yet? That's like one of the main matches. The Viking Raiders versus the New Day versus the Undisputed Era, which is Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. So basically the Raw tag titles versus the SmackDown tag titles versus the NXT tag titles. In this match, I'm going to go with the New Day. I think that the New Day, they just won the NXT Tag Team Championships, and I think the Undisputed Era came in and crashed the party between the Revival and the New Day in their rematch. So I think that the New Day is going to win right here. I think that Xavier Woods being gone kind of make the New Day smaller, a little less exciting, so I think they kind of need this win. And I think that it would push the SmackDown tag titles like to a whole nother pedestal. It would put them to a whole nother pedestal, which I think they need because, to be honest, I think the most prestigious tag team titles in WWE right now are the NXT tag titles because, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly are holding them, and they're one of the greatest tag teams on the planet right now. As is the Viking Raiders and New Day. I think they're all great tag teams. But I think the New Day is going to win right here. I don't think the Viking Raiders really need the win. They're going to go on their dominant streak anyways. They're going to crush guys anyways. Same with the Undisputed Era. The Undisputed Era is always going to be the Undisputed Era. But the New Day, as for the New Day, I think they need this win a lot right now. Just because it's been kind of downhill for them. Ever since Kofi lost the title, Xavier not being in the New Day currently because of his Achilles tendon. So, yeah. I'm just trying to read all these comments right here. Okay. Yeah, I can't read anything well right now. But anyways, yes. So, I'm trying to read the comments. Let me read some comments before I move on. Tanner, did you enjoy the invasion on Raw and NXT? I did. I think that it's interesting. I always like the invasions. I think that it's a good build-up to Survivor Series. I hate when they don't do invasions because what's the point? But yeah. Here's a winner and new WWE Champion Rey Mysterio. I mean, you're going to have to see my prediction for that. Cracked KJ, there is your shout out. But yeah, I mean, just reading some of your guys' comments, but going back to this match, who do I want to win this match? I want the New Day to win because it would be nice to see Undisputed Era win. It would be nice to see Viking Raiders. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of Viking Raiders. But I really feel in my heart that the New Day need to win this. And they may not win. It may be the Undisputed Era. It may be Viking Raiders, but who knows? And there is some history between the Viking Raiders and Undisputed Era. I was there in Phoenix, Arizona to witness the Viking Raiders dethrone the Undisputed Era for the NXT Tag title. So, I don't know. Again, SmackDown with another win. That means 2 points for SmackDown, 0 points for NXT, and 1 point for Raw. Moving on, we have Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Shayna Baszler. This is hard. I don't think Becky Lynch is going to win. I think she's going to be strong no matter what. I don't know. This is hard. It's a toss-up between Bayley and Shayna Baszler. The reasons why is because Bayley hasn't really been, a main focus in this feud. It's really been Shayna and Becky that have been feuding. So I think that it's easy if Bayley just swoops in, picks up a quick pin, rolls out, and then Shayna and Becky are like, what the heck? Nobody's going to expect that to happen. And then Shayna Baszler, they're building Shayna Baszler up. But I don't really know, guys. I'm going to go with my brain I'm going to go with my brain for once, and I'm going to pick Shayna Baszler, but I do think it's a really good prediction that Bayley's going to win. But I think they're going to try and build up Shayna Baszler in this, so I'm not quite sure. And NXT needs some wins anyway. So I'm going to go Shayna Baszler to become the best women's champion in WWE/NXT. So yeah, Shayna Baszler to beat Becky Lynch and Bayley. Moving on, we have the men's 5-on-5-on-5 elimination match. We have Team Raw, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Ricochet, and Kevin Owens versus Team SmackDown, Roman Reigns, King Corbin, Braun Strowman, Mustafa Ali, Shorty G versus Team NXT to be announced. Now, I don't really know right here, to be honest, because I was going to kind of think that NXT would pick up the huge win against everybody on this match card for the 5-on-5-on-5, but we don't even know who's in the 5-on-5-on-5, so how can you really predict that? If it was like Undisputed Era, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, maybe then, but I don't really know. It's probably just going to be Tommaso Ciampa and Dominik Dijakovic and Keith Lee and all those guys. But I'm going to go with Team SmackDown right here because Team SmackDown needs the most wins, I think. They totally lost like last year. Clean slate Raw just crushed them, which I was super upset about. But I think SmackDown needs the win right here. Plus, they have the Fox deal going on and stuff, and SmackDown just needs a win at Survivor Series, I think. So I'm going to go with Team SmackDown to win right here. Plus, Big Dog Roman Reigns is on there. I don't see him getting pinned. King Corbin, I think they're pushing him, but I can see him getting pinned in this match. Braun Strowman, not at all getting pinned. There's no freaking way. Mustafa Ali and Shorty G, maybe they'll be eliminated. I'm not sure. But the last person to win this match, I'm assuming, will either be Reigns, Braun, or King Corbin. I can see them doing a swerve where Reigns goes for a spear and freaking King Corbin hits him with the end of days and it makes them lose the match or get eliminated. So, yeah. But I don't really know. I'm going to go Team SmackDown for that one. They just need that kind of push because they've been losing a lot lately at Survivor Series. So, yeah, Team SmackDown with the win. So that means that Raw has 1 win, NXT has 1 win, and SmackDown has 3 wins so far. But yeah, that is it for all of the NXT versus SmackDown versus Raw. So basically, yeah, so SmackDown won most of the matches. They won 3 matches, Raw won 1, and NXT won 1. So, yeah, that's that. Then next up, we have the Universal Championship match, which is The Fiend Bray Wyatt with the brand new blue strap Universal Championship. And by the way, everybody's been like leaving the comments on whether I'm going to do a review on that. Possibly next year, probably not this year, just because I have something in the works right now as for a championship. And it's not the blue one yet, but you will be excited for it, I'm sure. But yeah, everybody's been asking me about that. Just be patient. It's probably going to be next year. But yeah, The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan. The Fiend. I think this match is going to be a squash match. I think that it could go either way. I think it could be Daniel Bryan getting his yes kicks, getting in his knee. The Fiend just sits up and gives him either the mandible claw and then the Sister Abigail, or just Sister Abigail or just mandible claw. I'm not sure. But I think the Fiend just needs to win right here. It's kind of hard to book the Fiend in a match because he's been built so strong. And everybody's so mad about what happened at Hell in a Cell that it's like, what are you going to do now? Like, if Daniel Bryan kicks the Fiend's butt, then everybody's going to be like, oh, they're booking him wrong, blah, 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 all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over social media, everything. So I think that the best way to book this, I guess, is just Bray Wyatt giving Daniel Bryan the squash and just squashing him in this match. And this could go either way. I think that Daniel Bryan could either go back to the yes movement and realize he needs to go back to yes, 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 or he'll go to the heel side and be a heel and basically join Sami Zayn, Shinsuke, and whoever the heck's on that team. I don't know. Could go either way. Leave it in the comments. What do you think is going to happen if Daniel Bryan loses? Will he join the yes movement again and realize he needs to go back to yes, yes, yes? Or will he go back to heel Daniel Bryan? Because right now it's kind of like in between. But yeah, I mean, I was watching a video from SmackDown, and it was The Miz on Miz TV talking to Daniel Bryan. And basically, The Miz was kind of like a heel. Like, the way he was speaking was very heelish. And I think the intention was the crowd to boo The Miz, even though he was basically just a babyface. And then the way Daniel Bryan was speaking was kind of like he was kind of pissed off. But he wasn't like heelish. He was like a pissed off babyface. and then the crowd proceeded to boo Daniel Bryan, and I was just like, it was confusing. Like, I didn't really get it. The way I looked at it was that Daniel Bryan was kind of like the baby face. He was going back to being a baby face, and then The Miz was going back to a heel. But the crowd totally like got mixed it up or whatever. I'm not sure. I wasn't there to witness it in person, so I'm not sure. I can't really say. But yeah, I think The Fiend is going to win right here and go on his long Universal Champion streak, and I think it's going to be awesome. I'm excited for it. The only thing that sucks is that I hope this match isn't all in red like they usually do. They're like The Fiend's match is always like the red light and all that, but it's like we just got a blue Universal Championship, and you're not going to be able to see the title because it's red lighting, and it's just going to end up looking like that. You're probably wondering why I'm not holding that up, because I have a Seth Rollins signature on there, which I will be doing a video review on, and I will be showing you the Seth Rollins picture. But yeah, that's for another video. But now we're moving on to the main event of Survivor Series. I hope this is the main event. Actually, like, I don't know. I think either this or the 5-on-5 men's match should be the main event. But yeah, basically it is Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio in a no-holds-barred match. And I really was strong with my prediction with this one, with who's going to be WWE Champion, until they announced no holds barred. Now, this could be a total excuse for Rey Mysterio to get the upper hand by using tables, chairs, whatever it takes, kendo sticks, chain, or whatever it takes to take down Brock Lesnar and have Rey Mysterio do something to Brock. Or it could be Rey Mysterio winning the WWE Championship, which seems like not likely, but lately I've been like convincing myself that that's going to happen. I really kind of think now it's going to happen, because why else would they change it into a no-holds-barred match? It was just going to be a regular match, and my prediction for this is going to be Rey Mysterio capturing his second ever WWE Championship, which is crazy to say. I never thought it was going to happen again, but I think it's really going to happen. Because you can't have this whole feud between Brock and Mysterio and Dominic and Cain Velasquez and then just have it end right here beating Rey Mysterio. I don't think that's the way it's going to end. I think it's going to end with Rey Mysterio picking up the win due to help from Cain Velasquez and Dominic. I think what's going to happen is the match is going to start. The match is going to start. And maybe Rey Mysterio gets some kicks in. Eventually, suplex. I don't think Rey Mysterio is going to take a lot of beating. He's not going to take a beat down just because he's been getting, these injections into his joints and stuff because, he's older than most of the wrestlers. So he needs those injections so his knees and his shoulders and his neck and his spine feel better. So I don't think he's going to be taking a whole ton of suplexes and stuff. But I think eventually what will happen is maybe he goes for an F5, and then maybe Rey Mysterio gives him the DDT, Brock kicks out, and then Brock gets him with an F5 or something like that, and then all of a sudden, Cain Velasquez's music hits, Brock's like, what the heck, no freaking way. Then all of a sudden, he turns around, and there's Dominic with the steel chair shot to the head, beats him down with the chair, blah, 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 but steel chair shot to the head. Cain Velasquez maybe gets involved, kick the crap out of Brock Lesnar. Rey Mysterio hits the 619, hits his splash. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Brock Lesnar is not WWE Champion anymore. Rey Mysterio is the new WWE Champion. And I think that it's not going to be a long title run. I think they're just doing it for the storyline. And I don't think that Rey Mysterio is going to be in the company a whole lot longer. And maybe this is a request that he was like, maybe I want a last WWE title run. Something like that. I'm not sure. But I think that's maybe something that's going to happen. I strongly feel that's going to happen. I do think Rey Mysterio is going to be WWE Champion at the end of the night of Survivor Series. Huge babyface win. Otherwise, Brock Lesnar is going to be going on this huge streak of never getting defeated at Survivor Series, because the 2 years before this, he was Universal Champion, and he didn't lose either of those matches. This year, he is WWE Champion on Raw again, which is so freaking weird how those titles changed. But I do see him losing this time, and I do see Rey Mysterio capturing the WWE title, and then going on a title reign up until TLC in December, to where he loses the WWE Championship back to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar goes on his huge title reign, goes to WrestleMania. Maybe Cain Velasquez wins the Royal Rumble. I'm not sure. But I think the way this is going to end is by Cain Velasquez becoming WWE Champion at WrestleMania. I think it's going to happen. I don't really see any other guy on Raw who's going to take that place other than Seth Rollins. I don't think anybody wants to see that again. I don't think they want to see Brock versus Seth again. So I think that Cain Velasquez, even though he's considered on SmackDown, they could totally change that. But I do think Rey's going to pick up the win again. I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be cool to see Rey Mysterio as WWE Champion again. And then Brock Lesnar will eventually win the title back again. But those are my predictions for Survivor Series 2019. I know that the NXT predictions were pretty boring. I got to admit they were pretty boring. I don't know. I don't watch a whole ton of NXT. We're giving a huge shout out to Danny Travis. Thank you very much. Rey will lose it to Andrade. That would be very cool. But yeah, huge shout out again to Danny Travis. Maybe Rey loses it to Andrade. I don't know. I'd be totally down for that. I'm down for an Andrade title run. But I do think that Brock will be the one to take the title back from Rey to where Cain Velasquez will win it back or something. I don't know. Or win the title at Mania. But yeah, those are my predictions. Comment down below all of your predictions. Even though this is considered a live stream, you can still go back and watch it again if you want. And if you go down in the comments down below, just look up your, you just put it in your predictions and all that stuff. Again, a huge shout out to Ricky Rivas. Make sure to go to subscribe to Ricky Rivas. Thank you very much, everybody that tuned into these live stream. There's this blue light. Oh, no, never mind. That's a comment. Never mind. But yeah, comment all your predictions and stuff. Comment down below what you thought of my predictions. If you think they're realistic, if you think they're stupid, if you think they're dumb. Comment down below what you think about this video. Again, thanks for tuning in. Sorry about this whole no kids thing for this video. It's just the way it has to be because a lot of kids have been donating money and stuff and getting in trouble by their parents and stuff. Plus, there's this whole YouTube thing going around with COPPA and all that. So I don't even know, guys. But thanks for tuning in. I probably will be live streaming Survivor Series. I won't be live streaming NXT War Games just because I don't think a lot of you care about NXT. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. WWE Fan Talk Show out.